I really do. Thursday, 17th of October, and I tell you what, let me do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today, well, I sort of feel like the bridesmaid, not the bride, because set up with meeting a number of people all collaborating all at once around the world. Literally, we're talking Nashville, we're talking the UK, we're talking New Zealand. Well, we got 2 out of 3, which isn't bad, I suppose. And I tell you what, a good friend of ours, RidgeBanks, is joining us, and well, he's setting up for a wedding party. Got to know more about that. But in the meantime, let's kick it off. Stare too long. Here at Galaxy is RidgeBanks. Way, I've got you. There we go. Look at that. Awesome. Oh, and straight away, the bloody boss is watching, so I've really got to be nice. Really do. And Marcel Louet is joining us, coming out of Germany. Hello, Marcel. How are you, brother man? Enjoyed meeting yourself in Guido, I think it is, the other day.
Nick's
awesome.
just tuned in. Hi, Nick.
Nick is tuned in. Nick, seriously?
Sean. No, Sean's naughty.
Sure.
Can you hear that plane?
Yeah, I can. It's okay. It didn't hang around.
Alright.
Yeah, it's all good. I'd be worried if it just stayed there, like a matrix.
Well, yeah. We might get one every 5 or 10 minutes.
It's okay. It just means that people are moving. It's a good thing.
That's good.
Yeah, it is. It is. Marcel says, hi, Barbara and Grant. Hi to the listeners. Have fun, guys. Always, always, always have fun. Really, really do. And, yeah, today's a very special day because we're meeting up with RidgeBanks coming out of Nashville. And, well, apparently I've been invited, but I didn't see the email, so, you know, I don't know that I've got an official invitation to the wedding
Party.
party.
Yeah, the after party.
How much moonshine you got, bro? I hope you got a bit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, nice. Absolutely love it, love it, love it, love it. It's a good time to get a little lick it up. Really, really is.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. I got to pace myself.
Oh, well, you know, you've got to. You're not getting any younger, bro. Come on, let's be honest. So, yeah. Yep.
What a thing to say.
Well, it's true. I mean, once upon a time when you're younger, you go rip, shit and bust. These days, if you just take it easy, you actually get to the finish line. It's experience.
It takes a while to learn that.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? You know, the old facial hair changed colour a bit, learning it
Hi,
too.
Sammy.
I got sick of bowl prayer.
What's that?
I got sick of bowl prayer.
Hi, Sammy, darling.
Yeah, that's when you've got your head in the tank, spewing your ring out, going, oh God, I'm not going to do this again. You know, bowl prayer.
That's fine.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Got to welcome along everybody that's joining us this morning. Should have done it when you had the chance earlier on, but I tell you what, thank you for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure, and believe me, seeing Nick Blues is watching. Anita from Awake. Of course, Anita is Female Artist of the Year here at Galaxy 24, 25. I'm still getting used to the 25 thing, I really am. It's not quite there. Only 69 days to go, though. Franco Nanucci is joining us, also Rob Cohen and Paul Harkins. Hello, Harko! Nice to have you back, brother man. It's been a while, it really, really has. Today we're talking to a good friend of ours, and I'm really, really elated to catch up with RidgeBanks. Now, Ridge, first and foremost, well, you're going to get four sides of the wins partying this weekend, this Saturday, because you're celebrating your wedding and honeymoon deal now.
That's right.
Literally.
That's right. We were way up in Wisconsin a few months ago and got married, and all my Nashville friends felt left out. And I thought, well, man, we got to have a big party here in Nashville so that we can celebrate here too. This is where we met. We actually, Sherry and I met here to write music and play music, and then we got together about a year into being here in Nashville. So,
well, you know,
cool.
Maybe
5 years ago, something like that.
Maybe, just maybe, it might be a good idea that I'm not there with you, because you wake up in the morning and find your beautiful yellow ride has gone missing somewhere.
Yeah, in my car.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. You know, hey, it'll be in good hands. Kind of. I promise you that. By the way, I see that you've got a bonsai in the background there, 150 years old.
Absolutely. I call this one April.
April?
I named some of them anyway, and that tree is about 150 years old. It's beautiful. Look at the bottom of it.
Amazing.
It's a Korean hornbeam, and I worked with this really cool, almost Miyagi guy from Korea when I lived in Washington D.C. He taught me how to do all these cool bonsais. I've got a few of them around here. Out here on my little garden, my little porch out here.
That's a work of art. Absolutely
love
it.
And it takes a lot. You got to kill a lot of them to figure out how to keep them alive. But you can keep them alive longer than they can live in nature if you know how to do it. But you got to repot them every few years, and it's a lot of work, but it's really meditative, and I love it.
Totally understand.
I songs sometimes when I'm pruning these guys.
You know, I get it, I really do. I mean, you need something a little away from music and your daily life every now and again, just to take your mind away from that and have a little relax. Believe me, I get
Focus
it.
on that, not think of anything.
Yeah, I kind of get away from radio, would you believe? I watch wrestling. You know, it's something.
I don't listen to a lot. I mean, I'm out listening to all my friends' music and all that stuff, but I don't listen to the radio a lot anymore. I'm already listening to so much music, and now if I'm driving and listen to music, I listen to it so intense in different ways, I'm not even sure it's safe.
There you go. Well, yeah, my excuse...
Like, the bass there, and then run through a red light or something.
Fair enough. Well, you know, my excuse literally for watching wrestling is, well, it's so far removed from radio. And what's wrong with watching guys in a pair of underwear fighting over a belt that they're not wearing pants for? I mean, I like it, you know, and some of those outfits those ladies are wearing should be registered with some sort of legal, you know, they're getting pretty close to it. We started off the show, Ridge, Stare Too Long. Let's remind everybody about this track.
Yeah.
How did you come to the lyrics?
Too Long is one of those songs about love at first sight, really, you know, but it's also in kind of a, I hate to say it, but in a passive-aggressive way. You know, back in the day, I was a little more shy, and especially if it was a pretty girl. And I thought that if the right girl walked in the door and I stared at her and she stared back, that would be all it would take.
Now,
and
I get that. I really, really do. Now, I just got to ask you, though, was Sean playing on this particular track?
No, this track was done before I met Nick and before we started doing that stuff. So I also play a harmonica, but not as good as Sean does.
Well,
and
he's pretty good. I got to admit.
And I think Nick might have put bass on this. I can't remember, because this was the first song that I released just after I met Nick. And then everything from that point on, Nick Pluzet has been our collaboration with both all my friends here in Nashville and all his friends there in Leicester, UK. And it's been really cool. We keep widening the span. Every time we release a song, we've got new guys on it and stuff to introduce. So it'll be pretty cool. Yeah. And of course, we're going to be touring. We'll talk about that too. We're going to be touring in August of 2025. We're going to be out in the UK.
I noted this on the bio. I'm sitting there thinking, now I'm really going to ask you about this because, believe me, it is important. So, yes, I'm going to ask you about it. I'm also going to ask you about Hidden Creek Music as well in a minute. Well, I want to give a shout out to Deadline Studios in Leicester in the UK. Nick couldn't quite make the interview, so we'll give them a shout out too. Michael Zdanowitz, coming out of Orlando, Florida, is joining us as well. Of course, he's with Galaxy Class Entertainment, so if you want anything for your band, check out Michael Zdanowitz. In the meantime, I want to talk to you about A Hero's Tale, because believe me, this is a fantastic track.
Thanks. I really love this song, the newest song that we just released. It was originally, now, the guy that wrote Stare Too Long with me, Tom Stanton, he's written a lot of songs with me. We were buddies before I came out to Nashville, and this song was his favorite poem. And he brought it down one day, and I thought, man, I love this song, and I had this cool little groove that I was doing, and we put them together and started really changing the song. It was originally called Preamble, and I thought that was a little too fancy. And then I changed it when I got here to Nashville. I've been playing it for a couple of years now, just on my own, and I normally call it Hero. And then when I looked at how many songs are Hero, there's like so many that I thought, well, what else could we name it to maybe make it stand out a little bit? So I thought Hero's Tale was cool. It's kind of like got a medieval background a little bit, talking about dragons and knights and swords and stuff like that. So it's really become almost my anthem, because I have known since I was a little kid that I wanted to be on stage, and then life gets in the way and all these things get in the way. And so just the idea of being a hopeful, really hopeful song, that no matter how old you are, you're never too old. It's never too late to be who God meant you to be. And I feel like that was, for me, being on stage.
That's ironic, because it's something I want to talk to you about. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, let's officially release this. Here's RidgeBanks' latest track, A Hero's Tale, here at Galaxy.
I love that start with Sean. I gotta plug my phone in.
I just have the phone.
Can you have the phone? There we go. It's funny you should say that, because, honestly, over the last 10 years or so, Barbara and I have been working together doing these shows and everything like that, and we've thought, okay, we've got a nice following, we've got everybody where we need to be, we've got people coming all the time, we've got, great relationships going on, up until the point when we suddenly got headhunted by India. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And now we're formulating a new game plan in life altogether. The thing that really stood out to me was when I was in India, there was a little something that went down, and the guy I was with, who was Jay from the magazine, turned around and sternly said to one of these guys who happened to be with the members of Parliament, he's the best in the world. And he meant what he said. And I stood there and I looked at him with my mouth open going, say what? You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah.
But that's the belief they have. And when you say you're never too old to get to where God meant you to be, maybe this is it for me. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I do. I left a career at the peak of my career in healthcare. I would have been managing, at that level or above, and I could have lived really comfortably the rest of my life, and but I couldn't do it anymore. And if I had to go back and put my suits on and cut my hair and shave my face, I don't know. I'd have a real problem with that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd sell up on my soul.
I'm there. I'm right there with you. I really am. Look, I've been in the corporate world. I've worn the suit and tie deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But seriously, I'm a radio announcer. And I don't need to wear a tie to be comfortable behind
Really
my...
good one.
Oh, thank you.
Really good one.
Thank you. So, believe me, I've had the offices and the golden ivory towers and all that sort of stuff. I really have. And, no, I'm more comfortable doing this. Yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do. Really, it is.
Yes, it totally is.
So, I'm very,
Totally is. It's just so cool to be finally doing this. So, I don't really care about material things like I used to. I mean, if you give me one good guitar, I could probably be okay, being comfortable. But I fortunately have more than that.
Well, you know something? Bless you. Absolutely bless you. If you don't mind, because we're going to have to wrap this up very, very shortly.
Yeah.
But,
Don't have to hurry because the next one's not happening.
oh, okay. Okay, well then we can stretch it out. Apparently the next interview is
No, he's having computer
having trouble,
problems.
so he's had to pull out. So,
Okay.
But I'm going to play one note at a time, and I'm going to dedicate it to Nick's mother, Joyce.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so please bear with this because, she's a friend of Galaxy as well, you know what I mean?
Yes.
We love you, Nick. It's for Joyce.
Dad! Dear, dear, dear. Seems like I'm having problems with my microphone today. It's just getting better by the minute. How's that? Better. Nice. Yeah, thanks. Today we're talking to RidgeBanks coming out of Nashville, and I'm feeling very, very humbled that he would take the time out. Don't forget, he's getting ready for his wedding party, and believe me, lots and lots and lots to do. But, he's family and takes time out to talk to other family down here, down under. And believe me, my friend, so very, very humbled to be a part of your life. I really, really am. On the RidgeBanks train to success. And, we've known each other for a minute now. And, Ridge, I'm going to take a little bit of credit here because I think it was because of us that you got involved with Nick Plews.
That's right.
Nick, he saw you in an interview that we did. He wanted to know who you were, wanted to get to know you, and ended up not only hopping on a plane, but he met you in Nashville, and you guys have been collaborating ever since. And the work that you guys do, I'm very envious. Now,
He kissed me on the cheek, and that was it.
oh, well, there you go. There you go. I would have got the back of your hand, maybe, but not the cheek.
Right, exactly.
But as you know, we are sort of moving into India very, very shortly. Now, one thing I would like to be able to talk to you about with India is there's a very, very good chance that while we're over there, you and Nick and Sean may very well be the very first interview we do from India. Would you be up for that?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome.
That gets
Yeah.
you know,
Fabulous.
we might be able to even get you more involved in India as we go. But, let's kick off the interviews over there with, friendly faces that we know. And I think, both you, Nick, and Sean would be a great way to start.
Thank you so much. It's awesome.
Having said
love
that,
it.
and this brings me literally to the part of this where, it's a bit of a sad time for us because we've lost a family member. And she did mean a lot, even though we hadn't known each other for a long time. It's Nick's mother, Joyce. Joyce, the voice we knew her as. And, we found out that One Note at a Time was a fave of hers, of course, with Nick playing the bass on it. And, of course, maybe, just maybe, you might be able to give me a little bit about how the lyrics came around.
Well, yeah, those lyrics came around because of the healing power of music. And that's really what that song is about. It healed me. When I first got here, I was very afraid to be on stage. And not just me, but everybody. You can watch people heal here in Nashville. And it really just seems like one note at a time. Every time you see them, they're better. They're more themselves. And, we all go through a lot of tragic things. So, you got to heal one note at a time, too, from those things.
I absolutely love it myself. I really do. So, in loving memory of Joyce, the voice Blues, and respect to Nick, here is One Note at a Time. Gosh, I hope you didn't mind, my friend.
No, it's awesome.
Brilliant. Damn, it's hot.
No,
in
it's
here.
it's really awesome.
Oh, with much love and respect to Nick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
We love you, Nick.
Yeah, we do.
We love
We do.
Joyce the short time we knew her.
Yes, absolutely. So, with love and respect from all of us here at Galaxy.
And in Nash.
Yeah.
Yes, we're getting there.
Oh, excuse me, Rich. I'm asthmatic.
Yeah.
Dear. Yeah, so we're going to a notary to finalise the paperwork with getting everything done. The lawyers we have, they can't do what this guy does. He specialises in international business as a notary, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, on behalf of the government, it has a special
So
seal or
he
something.
gives it the government seal, you know what I mean, the big stamp. So it's the last stage for us here in New Zealand in formulating this business. We're there. We're literally there. The next thing is for their government to give us an adhere card, which is a tax number and basically a business card that lets us freely come and go through India as we please. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. That's very cool.
And then we get a 4-year business visa as well. So we're set. We have a building. we have all the gear waiting for us to unpack apparently.
Yeah.
So hey, all we need to do now is get there. So that's the first 9 more to go after it.
Nice. Even better. That's
right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Getting a little choked up, I really, really am, because that was a heartfelt dedication to Joyce Blues. It really, really was. And today I'm joined by RidgeBanks, the voice himself of One Note at a Time. And Ridge, just got to say, 69 days away from Christmas, what do you got planned for the Chrissies?
I don't know. I've been thinking about Christmas, and I've been thinking about coming to the UK in August of next year, and that's what we've been working on. We call it the Cowboys and Foxes. Cowboys out here in Nashville, and I guess Leicester is like the fox hunting place of lore, I guess, in the UK. So what I'm told anyway. So it sounds cool, right? The Cowboys and the Foxes tour. I think we're already booked at like 4 places in Leicester already. The Classroom Ale House and Casbah Rocks, I think. And I'm on Bands in Town, and even my website where you can find us as we actually get the dates. I think there's about 7 or 8 places we've already got confirmed. We're just looking for exactly what the dates are. Plan to be out there at least 4-6 weeks. Maybe go out to Ireland. I don't know.
Nice.
Sherry with me, so it should be pretty cool.
Yeah,
I've never been there, so I'm just like over the moon. It's going to be incredible.
Believe me, you'll love Ireland. You really, really will. The last time I was there, I was actually in Belfast. Brilliant place. It really, really was. So had a lot of fun in Ireland. Really have. Used to stay in Piccadilly Circus in London for a little while and worked in a local nightclub back in those days. They used to call it Church. You might know the place. Yeah, only Australians and Kiwis could get in there. Well, you could get in there, but you had to be with a Kiwi or an Australian to get in there. So it was an exclusive place. It really was. But absolutely love the UK. Literally do. You can go through, 30-odd different accents and still not leave the island.
Right.
It's crazy. It really is. You can go from cow to coo. I loved it. I really did. Check this out. Living in Piccadilly Circus, I met a young lady and she says, come and live with me. And I went, where do you live? And she goes, in a suburb called Upper Butt. I went, really? Didn't come as advertised. Really didn't. Anyway, my friend, I got to thank you so much for joining us, but I've got one more question for you. A very serious one too, by the way. Anything new coming up in the near future?
Anything coming up in the near future? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, anything you can.
Well, I got a lot of things booked in Nashville and a few new. We got 2 or 3 more songs that we've already worked on with the group out there. And I want to shout out to Micah, who's on drums on Hero, as well as Mark Haynes. They're both on so they both contributed to the percussions and drums of that, which is really cool. And I got a young guy out here named David Young, that's the guitar player that's ripping all the way through that song. And I even got a couple licks from a buddy of mine named Bobby Prop, too. So we included a bunch of people here in Nashville that were on that. Nick did the bass and added a few things. Boy, it's amazing how good things sound when he's at the helm there, too. I thank him so much for everything that we're doing out there in the UK. Wish he could join us here.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Nick is a master at his profession. He really is. Also, got to say hi to Sean. He plays the harmonica with the boys as well. So this is where the Hidden Creek Music Nashville ties in with, of course, the Deadline Studios in Rochester in the UK. It all comes together, literally. And the wonders.
They use the same software. It's so simple. It just all worked out just right.
Absolutely. And you know something? It's the wonders of technology today, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It's not much different than if he was just in another room.
Exactly. Much like what we're doing right now.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Believe me.
Amazing.
I tell you what, from time to time I get these interviews where they freeze up, you know what I mean? And when that happens, Barbara initially, when that ever happened, she goes, oh, what do we do? Do we call back? Do we do this? Do we do that? No, you see, I used to be a radio announcer that used to do interviews on the telephone many, many years ago. So, you know, it's just looking at a picture and talking on the telephone. There's no difference. It's talk back. It's what it used to be then. No difference these days. Yeah, okay, it's nice to have a moving picture and have somebody responding, but if you've only got a picture, well, you know, make the best, right?
Right.
Exactly. So technology does help, but sometimes it doesn't. Having said that, my friend, I'm going to have to get on and move on because we do have other things we've got to do today, especially make a very, very serious meeting in another city. So I'm going to have to go and put on my best makeup, I suppose. Throw on something comfortable. In the meantime, my friend, thank you so much for joining us. It's such a pleasure. And Sean, thank you for joining us. And, well, would have been better if you did. And Nick, we love you, brother, man. We really do. And respect to Joyce. Okay? From us here at
Barbara.
Thank you.
Hang in there, my friend. We'll have a little chat right after this. But in the meantime, folks, have a very happy and successful day. I'll be back on Monday to take you through the breakfast show from 6 a.m. Well, no, I'll be back tomorrow morning. We're both going to be back tomorrow morning. I don't know why I thought it was Friday. I don't know. Anyway, see you in the morning.